Hey guys, real quick before I start, I need some input from you guys. Um, do I keep the facial hair? Just leave a comment down below telling me whether or not I should shave. I'm gonna do it in a month or so anyway, but I don't know. You guys tell me. But anyway, I'm making this video right now just to talk because that's what I like to do. I like reminiscing and reflecting on my ideas, my thoughts, and interests, things that I've done. So I'm making this video to talk about my most recent video, which is Buddy Beer. And if you have not watched that, then what are you doing? Go watch it right now. It's literally like the greatest video of all time. This is actually what I originally planned to do for the side project video, but I ended up taking a more comedic rip-off donkey kind of style, which I don't regret. I made for a really funny video, and it's one of my favorites. Although it didn't get a whole lot of views, I did put a lot of effort into that one. But I didn't get to talk thoroughly and seriously about all the things that I did, which is what I'm going to do now in this video, but only with one thing, and that's Buddy Beer. So first of all, if I'm gonna talk about why we made this video, I guess I should go back to why we made videos in the first place. So obviously the star of Buddy Bear is not me, or at least I don't think it's me. The main character in the video is Farhan. And for those of you who don't know Farhan, he's a very close friend of mine that I've known since the age of like 2, yeah. So we've known each other a long time, and he was my best friend. I think the reason why Farhan and I got along so well is because we shared the same stupid, like incredibly stupid sense of humor. And we kind of took that humor and channeled it into these videos. We used to make these like really stupid sketches. At the time we just keep to ourselves. But we thought they were so funny. We thought they were the most hilarious thing in the world, and we started doing it at like the age of, I think, 7 or 8, and we continued doing that throughout middle school, and we were just having a fun time, In middle school, I had this Samsung. It was a very old Samsung. I don't even remember the model. It was a 2014 model. And it had this special feature that iPhones didn't have, or I don't think they even have now, where you could start a video and then pause it and unpause it without ending the video. So you could do multiple scenes, multiple cuts, just using that single feature. And that was the most simple form of editing that we could achieve at the time, because we were pretty primitive. We didn't know what we were doing. That's the best thing we had, so we used that, and it was painful, I'll tell you that. But honestly, we did a pretty good job with it, which is impressive, Although our videos weren't the most high quality, they were still funny, at least in our perspective. And then came high school, which is when Farhan moved to Kuwait, which is literally like on the other side of the world. So I didn't get to see Farhan for about 3 years, almost 3 years. And I'm sure many of you watching can think of a friend or a person that's close to you in the same way that Farhan is close to me. Someone you've known pretty much your whole life, and you have a lot of fun with, and you know that feeling of not being able to see them for a long time. So yeah, it was kind of sad. But after 3 years approximately, Farhan visited the US over the summer. In fact, he's actually still in the US while I'm making this video. He's not at my house. What happened was really funny. I got a text from him asking if I was gonna be at a party that night, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be at a party. Why? And he says, oh, I'm gonna be there. So you could imagine what I was thinking when I hadn't seen him for almost 3 years, and he just tells me I'm gonna see him that night. Like, it was crazy. Anyways, Farhan, besides his obvious size and height, had not changed at all. I don't think either of us have changed in the way we present ourselves to each other. Our humor stayed stupid, and we still acted stupid. So naturally, one of the first ideas we had when we got back together for a week was to make another video, because we had fun doing those in middle school. So we were like, okay, let's do another one. Except this time, I actually had the tools to properly edit it and make it a somewhat decent production. So we went on a walk one day and we were just brainstorming ideas, what should we do? We had all these, weird ideas. One we had was like how to be a gamer or something like that, something stupid. We were taking inspiration from all these YouTubers we used to watch as kids. Buddy Beer in particular took a lot of inspiration from Ryan Higa and Smosh. In fact, while we were walking, I got the idea of a product advertisement because of Smosh's Potter Pill video, which if you haven't watched, go watch that. I watched it recently, like after making the Buddy Beer video, and I realized that there are some parts that are very similar. We didn't even realize we were doing it, but yeah, you'll definitely see some similarities in those two. But yeah, so we went home with this idea of advertising a product, and we wanted it to be something you consume. We created out this whole plan of like what the video is gonna look like, what are the basic scenes gonna look like, the general idea. We still needed a name for the drink, and we wanted it to be a drink that gave you friends. Came up with like all these stupid names like Amigo Ale or something like that. We wanted to keep that alliteration, and Farhan came up with Buddy Beer, which I really liked and we both kind of liked, so we stuck with that one. So then we got to actually making the drink, which honestly came out pretty good in my opinion. We wanted to make it look really gross and like unappealing, so we took like pink lemonade, water, and like a bunch of green food coloring, just mixed that. Actually, I think I still have the bottle right here. By the way, if you want to drink some of this, like it's drinkable, just let me know. You can have the original thing. I'd say that's pretty cool. Like, why wouldn't you want to drink some of this? Get some friends. And then came the most fun part, which is filming, obviously. And man, we had too much fun filming. So unfortunately, I don't think I have any more bloopers or behind the scenes footage to show you because we deleted it all, which I regret. I wish I didn't, but that first scene, which has no cuts, which we planned to have no cuts, took probably at least an hour to try to film, and it's like a 1 minute portion, and it took at least like 50 takes because we couldn't stop laughing and we wanted no cuts. So we had to film that whole about 1 minute, I think, without laughing, and it was tough. It was one of the toughest things we've ever done. I don't know how we used to do it all in one take with that 2014 Samsung, because we were losing it. Like, there were just so many instances where Farhan would be improvising, which a lot of it, by the way, was improv. His lines, he did a very good job. And he'd just say these random things out of nowhere, which he didn't even expect, and we just burst out laughing.
Are you crazy, guy? Always do some weird... What the
I know, I can remember one that unfortunately didn't make it to the blooper reel. He was like, "What happened? Your grandma got hit by a balloon?" It doesn't sound funny right now, but at the moment, it was hilarious. Like, I literally fell to the ground, and you could probably hear me falling on the ground in the background of the video. Farhan's acting, by the way, I should mention, was very spot on for this video. It was even good in like the old middle school days, and we got these acting skills just by watching stupid YouTubers like Smosh, which is like not real serious acting, but you know, it's satisfactory for a comedic video, if you know what I mean. And yeah, so we continued filming these scenes, and we generated ideas as we went, with the background plan in mind. But you know, obviously a lot of the lines we had to create right before we filmed. We'd spend actual, like, you know, periods of time, like 15 minutes to just come up with one line, just because, you know, we could do something easy, you could do something generic, but if it wasn't funny to us, we didn't want to put it in the video. Our mindset behind this was, we wanted every single scene, every single moment to be funny to us, because otherwise we didn't see a point in doing it. We wanted the whole thing to be funny without any mediocre moments the whole way through. Believe me when I say that this was like really a team effort. Like, we put about an equal amount of effort into writing these lines and stuff, you know. Like, for example, the scene where Farhan gets slashed by my brother and is dead on the ground, it was supposed to end like that. Like, that was my plan, is that, you know, he gets killed, he's on the floor, he's dead. And then all of a sudden, Farhan comes up with this idea of, you know, me coming up on like a bike or something, and, you know, stealing his money and fleeing away. And he came up with that line, "I'm gonna buy hardcore methamphetamine." That came out really good. I was so glad. So we did the filming over a course of about a week. Although it wasn't continuous, we still, you know, had time to do other things, which we enjoyed. In fact, one night we were planning on filming my green screen scenes, and instead we ended up playing Zelda for like 5 hours, which I have no regrets about. You know, honestly, I haven't had that much fun playing a video game with a friend in a long time, and it's a single player video game, keep in mind. Like, I was sitting on the couch for most of it watching Farhan play, and I still had so much fun. Maybe it's just because of how much I love Zelda, but yeah, we had a good time. I ended up filming the green screen scenes after he left, and then did all the editing, which took a while, and I was very worried about copyright strikes from Nintendo for using that Pokemon music, but nothing happened, so no copyright claims, although I don't think it would have affected anything because I don't make any money off these videos. So yeah, I published it, and it was very well received. Honestly, it's probably my most well-received video, and it was generating a lot of views really fast, and obviously I posted it on my social media, so a lot of people that aren't even subscribed to me went and watched it. But I found out later that the reason why it was generating so many views so fast, and it's still generating views, is because my own mother shared it on her Facebook page. So a lot of those views are actually from like middle-aged Facebook moms and a few dads, but I think mostly moms. I can tell you that was not the intended audience by any means. I mean, I'll take it because it's still a lot of views, and if they enjoy it, they enjoy it. But you know, there were some jokes, and some edgy jokes in particular in that video that I didn't think my parents were gonna appreciate, but they thought it was hilarious. In fact, so hilarious that they decided to share it on their socials. I think even my aunt shared it on her Facebook. So yeah, a lot of moms watching that video. Thank you for all your support, I suppose. Another thing I wanted to say, which I wish I also got the chance to say in my side project video, is that I am very fortunate to personally know a lot of very creative and very talented people who I'm able to collab with to, you know, make productions like these. Whether it's a 10-second clip or a 10-minute video, you know, they're always creative, and I'm very lucky to know people like that. And I know I sound like a content creator when I say this, and obviously I'm not, but I do so many of these things, and it's a lot more fun with friends, I'll tell you that. Thank you to everyone who watches whatever I make and comments and appreciates it, because you guys give me encouragement. By the way, if you have any ideas for me, just, you know, let me know. You can leave a comment, you can message me personally, or if you want to work on something together, I'm open to that. Just, let me know. With that, I think I'm going to close out. Thank you for watching and making it all the way to the end of this very boring video, but yeah, thanks. Bye.